Hey guys, what's up? Today's a super fun video. I am so excited. We got a lot of fun baby things to catch up on. I want to show you the nursery, talk about the baby's name, take you to my 20-week ultrasound, and shopping and prepping for this baby girl. First, I want to say thank you to Bye Bye Baby for sponsoring today's video. I will have information on them down below, and later we're going to take you on a little shopping trip. But if you missed it, I will start off by talking about this little baby girl. I did post a full nursery tour over on my other channel, along with a little special name reveal. If you want to catch that and not just hear me tell you right now, you can go watch that video. Otherwise, I will show you what her name is. I got props. All right. Here is a little photo we got at our ultrasound of our little girl's face. I think she looks a lot like, I don't know, both of the girls' ultrasounds. I'll have to put up some comparisons on the screen here. But yeah, if you did not catch her name is Britton Riley. B-R-I-T-T-O-N, Riley, pronounced Britain as in Great Britain, because she's pretty great. And Riley, pronounced Riley. Oops, I shouldn't have twisted that. I have to let this play through now. So we will have Emerson, Charlie, and baby Britton. I feel like it fits in really well with our other names there. We didn't do that on purpose. We did realize that all of the girls have 7 letters in their first name. This little music box here is the first thing that I had made for Britton. First of all, to show you guys what her name was, but also it's really special because she is our rainbow baby after my miscarriage. And I thought it would be really special to have this little music box made for her to the tune of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So yeah. We got this for her. It sits up on her shelf back here. I think at the end of this video, I'll talk a little bit more about how we came up with that. First, let's start with the nursery. All the things in here I've gone through. This room is set and done. I just needed a few more things to prep for the baby. So let's start off by going shopping. All right, it is a cold day, but that actually means that we are getting closer to baby. I still have a couple months until we are officially on baby watch, but I always like to be prepared and organized. I just finished up the nursery. I needed to go through the nursery and go through all the clothes and all of that first, all the baby products, to figure out what we need. Now I've got a list. One of the ways that I have been getting organized is by making a registry through Bye Bye Baby. It has been a minute. Like, I've been out of the baby game. It feels like I barely remember all the things that go into newborns. So going on their website and making a registry has been so helpful to get me organized. I am a list person. That's what I need to see. And the website was so helpful in suggesting all of the different categories that I needed to cover. So I could kind of go through there and be like, oh yeah, we got that. Oh, I completely forgot about diaper cream. If you are a first-time mom, I would highly suggest making a registry. It is one of the ways when I was having Emerson that I was able to figure out what I need, because I knew nothing about babies. I still feel like clueless. But going through all the different categories and checking things off as I went, I felt so much more prepared. I also have a lot of perks that go along with making the registry. If you make one, you get like a goodie bag, you 15% coupon for completing your registry. Anyway, today is a day I have been so excited for. I am here to shop at Bye Bye Baby. They actually have really great online and shipping options. They can ship everything right to your door. I went ahead earlier in the week and shipped the things that were larger items or things that weren't available in my area, and they showed up right at my door, which is so much easier, especially since Nick had to carry them up the stairs for me. So that was great, but sometimes going into the store can be fun too, and it's great to just be able to test out, like, see items, products before you purchase them, and that's what I wanted to do. For the last few things on my list, I haven't done like any baby shopping yet. So this is a fun day for me. I didn't come here to shop for the girls, but I forgot that they have all of these toddler toys, and it is almost Christmas time. Look at all of these strollers. And this is the nice thing, is that they're all out and down here. So if you want to try it out, I'm getting excited because I forgot what it's like to push a stroller. So many things. One of the things I wanted to pick up was a couple different teethers or little toys that the girls have pretty much worn out. So she gets a new one of her own. This is one of the things I'm still deciding on, so I'm not gonna buy today, but I did want to see some of the different swings. We want one of these swings for our living room. What do you think? How do you feel? What do you want to swing in, girl? Do you have any input here? Okay, now I'm on to bedding. I need to pick just a couple sheets. I don't think I have any bed sheets, and I needed something simple, but it was so hard to tell online. There we go. This is all I need. All these cute little nursery setups in here too. If you guys don't have any ideas for your nursery, they got a lot of ideas in here. Diaper pails were the thing I wanted to look at in the store. This is what I thought I was gonna get, but it's not fun to open and close like at all. I want a foot thing, so I'm glad I came in. I don't think I want to do this one. We're doing good. Our cart's filling up here. Honestly, if you are prepping, this is just the best place to come. There are so many things and they're all in one place. So I've spent like an hour and a half here just wandering around, trying not to get distracted. I feel like I found everything that I came for. I'm gonna go home, and then obviously I have plenty of time to do like a, hey, what else do I need? But I'm glad that I came, and this was a lot of fun. All right, I think that Britton should be all set, including a few Christmas gifts. So I just got all that stuff back, and now I want to go through it and show you what I got, and we can put it away in the room. What I'm gonna do is, can I take you with me as I put them away? I do need to wash stuff, but at least I'll show you like where it's gonna go, and then I will take it out and wash it, I promise. The one thing for sure I knew I wanted this time around was a recliner, because every time I was sitting in that glider, while it was comfortable, all I wanted to do was just be able to recline a little bit. So I found this, which has been amazing. This is the Da Vinci Piper all-purpose upholstered glider recliner in the cream color. Excited to feed our little girl here. This was probably my favorite thing that we got. Here is the second, probably biggest item, the other splurge in this room. Hatch Grow baby changing pad. One actually takes the baby's weight and you can track it in an app on your phone. I wasn't going for this, but I was looking for this style and this color, and between this, the one that was like a step down and this one, there was barely a price difference. So I was like, well, we'll go with this one, and hey, now we can track her weight. Here is the rest of the stuff that I picked up today. Shampoo and body wash. I went with the Baby Ganix brand. The thermal receiving blankets. A couple fresh ones to have around. Some fresh washcloths. These are the Aiden and I. Lemons. Some veggies and some fruits. A lot of the things we didn't have were bath items, I guess. These feel very soft. They're little hooded towels. So precious. For myself, I've got just some breast milk storage bags and then a set of bottles. I will be trying breastfeeding out. You never know what's going to happen, but I'm happy to try and see how long we go with that. But I'm also knowing that the girls are wanting to help out with feeding. Newborn feeding set that has like 3 sets of larger bottles, 8 ounces, and then a couple of these smaller ones. They have so many, like every different kind of bottle that you could imagine at Bye Bye Baby. The Dr. Brown ones are the ones that I've used for the girls, and they've been fantastic. Both of them had like gas and colicky problems, and I would not use another kind of bottle with them. Some refills for our nose Frida. Some diaper cream to fill up a little diaper station caddy. This time around I splurged and got the baby bum brush. Something I didn't have for the girls, but I always thought about. This is just to apply the diaper cream. Kind of nice to just be able to wipe this off instead of having to figure out some other method of application. Grabbed this Everything is Mama book. We have the Dada book, but I thought it'd be fun to have the Mama book. So this is the first book that I've gotten for Britton. These are soothing cooling gel pads. I saw a nurse talking about these when it comes to breastfeeding, how the gel pads are actually like so much more relieving than the cream would be. If you're breastfeeding, maybe you have like cracked nipples or something. I heard that these are amazing. So I'm gonna try these out. I'll let you know. And this is a dishwasher basket, so we can throw the little pieces of the bottle and they won't get lost in our dishwasher. I have a Halo bassinet that I got secondhand, and this is a new sheet. I just wanted to buy a new sheet for it. When we got rid of our crib, I also just let them take all the sheets and stuff with it. I think they had the mattress too. So I grabbed 2 of these sheets in just simple colors that I knew would match the room. And I got drawn in and I saw this really cute Burt's Bees one with a little deer on it and some flowers and stuff. I thought, oh, the girls will like that. I also got the matching blanket, reversible blanket. I really wanted this feel. It's a little bit on the warmer side. She will be born in February, which for where we are in Indiana is a very cold part of winter. And that is why I also got this Halo sleep sack swaddle. Try saying that. Sleep sack swaddle. in the microfleece. This is what we had at the hospital, and the only thing that we could swaddle Charlie up in, this was the most best for her, because you can swaddle their arms at the top, but if you need to change their diaper, you can unzip it without having to unswaddle them. Another thing that we never had before, but I really wanted, was this little bath seat for the bathtub. It also has a hook on it for the wall. This is the brand Angel Care. They had a lot of different bathing options, but I wanted something very simple that could hang out of the way. I almost forgot, the other thing that I ordered online was this bouncer. We've never had like a little bouncer, and I needed a place downstairs to just be able to set her down, or maybe in the playroom. I'm not sure where it's gonna go, but we can move this around. I got a smaller one, I think. Hopefully a smaller, lightweight one. All of these things came from Bye Bye Baby. I want to say a huge thank you to them for helping us prep for this baby girl. I feel very prepared, which is relieving a lot of my stress. So if you guys are also pregnant, or you are looking for a gift for someone who's pregnant, I really recommend Bye Bye Baby to you. But if you have any questions on anything, you want to know some of my favorites, I'm happy to share. This is technically my third baby, so I guess I've done this before. I've said this enough, but I just love it in here. It is so bright. This is the brightest room in our house. I think it gets the best lighting, and I'm honestly jealous of it. There's 2 windows in here, so it is beautiful no matter what season it is. The girl has a great view out that window. And I want to shout out to my neighbors for painting their house white and black, because it looks really pretty from here. Let's go ahead and talk through my last ultrasound, which was my 20-week anatomy scan. I did vlog on that day, so I'm going to put all that footage here. Okay. Anatomy scan day, about to go in. Got a weird switcheroo. Nick's dropping the girls off. I've got Nick's car. This is the scan I've been nervous for. I'm just like ready for this. I've been waiting for this. I've never really been too nervous for an anatomy scan, but this is when we're looking at everything. Brain, heart, body, all the stuff. Today's gonna begin there, and we just see if she's healthy and strong, and that's what we're hoping. And I will see if I can film anything. I have a feeling that they're not gonna let me film anything, but I'll ask. Do you guys remember this place? That was Emmy's pediatrician when she was first born. It just always smells so strongly of cinnamon in that, especially that office. Okay, I wasn't allowed to take any video, but we did get a little picture of her face. Anyway, I'm silently getting dressed now because I feel like she's right outside the door. Now we go talk to the doctor, which I'm kind of nervous about because we didn't talk a whole lot during that, and I feel like we had to look closely at a few things. We had to take a second ultrasound to get a look at my placenta because it looks like it could be covering my cervix, which would not be ideal. I'm waiting. I'm about to get my flu shot, and then the doctor's gonna come talk to me. I'm like, I couldn't get a whole read of how the ultrasound tech was from my own experience in reading ultrasounds, which is none. It looked like my placenta was like as close to my cervix as it could be, so I think it's just a low-lying placenta and not actually covering it. I do believe that it can fix itself sometimes, and so I'm guessing that she'll say that we just have to check further when I'm further along. I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, just finished chatting with my doctor. She's always so funny. I love her. My placenta is what's called low-lying, which means it's not completely covering my cervix, but it needs to be like 2 centimeters at least away from my cervix for it to be considered like safe. And it's not right now. She said for the most part this takes care of itself in the next couple months. The ultrasound tech had talked about like the placenta kind of can like stretch with your belly as it grows and get out of the way. But my doctor talked about the little end part of the placenta, like as I grow, can kind of die off and go away. So that is typically what happens and what we're hoping would happen. So that way it is at least 2 centimeters away from my cervix, from the cervix where the baby has to come out, you know. You don't want your placenta to be in the way because that can cause a lot of extra bleeding, or a lot of bleeding and a lot of complications. So basically what happens is I now have an ultrasound at 28 weeks, so that's 2 months from now, to check if that changed. We hope that it changed. If she said most likely it'll change. If it doesn't change, then I will probably have to have a C-section. I made some jokes about if she has to pull all of my organs out, if she could at least like look at my bowel because I have IBS. And I was like, maybe you can, you know, make a little change there or something. And then, sorry, my brain is all over. And then if in these next 8 weeks, I have to be a little bit more careful. I can't do exercising or like hopping or jumping or weird things that I wouldn't normally do, which are all things I don't typically do. Although Charlie has a dance class where she hops a lot and she's kind of been having me hop with her. Then the only other thing she said is there's a picture of the baby. The baby's colon looks like it's slightly, I think she said prominent, so potentially slightly enlarged or something, but she wasn't worried about it. She said it could easily just be like the picture or the time that they caught it at, and that is again something that we'll look at my 28-week ultrasound. So I have my glucose test that day, and then I've got so many. I've got a CVS receipt here of all of my pictures, which I can show you guys if you want to see, but I got one really cute picture of the baby and one absolutely terrifying Halloween decor photo. This is her. That's her little hand by her chin, her little nose, and you can see her mouth. If we slide over here, this is her wiping her nose. And then this is the same thing, her little nose and her chin and her mouth. She looks like, I think that her nose kind of looks like Emmy. I'm gonna go look through some old pictures of Emmy's. And then, are you ready for the absolute terrifying photo? See. Ta-da! That is just, looks like she's laughing or smiling, but it's just the way that they don't have a lot of fat on their face right now. It's still a lot of skin and bones, but just the way that 3D ultrasounds work, that is so scary to me. As I'm talking right now, I haven't looked back through that footage, but you just saw it. That was at 20 weeks along. I have an appointment here in the first week of December where we will go back and check on my placenta, check on baby's growth, and then check on that enlarged colon, I think is what it was. Okay, I am currently 26 weeks. Baby is the size of a large thing of kale. At my last ultrasound, she measured 1 pound exactly, and I checked my app on that day, and that was exactly what it said that she would be. So I feel like if she's kept on track, she's kind of closely lined up with the app. I don't know how accurate they are, who knows. Did I just say I was 26 weeks? Honestly, I could have sworn I was 24 weeks and going on 25 weeks. So she's about 14 inches long now, and I'm starting to feel it. This girl has been so active lately. It feels like she's in there going like this, like paddling to swim really hard. And I don't know if that's normal or not. It feels like she's starting to run out of little room, but she is so strong. Sometimes her kicks just come out and you can see them. It's like almost like you could see her foot. It's crazy. She's wild in there. There have been some times where it's like, I think just because my belly is getting bigger, my lungs, like the space for my lungs are getting tighter. So there's times where I feel like I can't get a deep enough breath and I have to lay flat out or lay with a pillow under my back just to stretch my lungs out, if that makes sense. Days like that where if I'm going for the first half of the day, if I work the whole day, then I just need to lay down because I can't even sit comfortably. I start getting like really uncomfortable with my belly. But other than that, not nauseous anymore, not really noticing any food. I feel like I'm totally like completely myself outside of my stomach is really heavy, and then the things that come along with just the extra weight there. So I'm interested to see what comes back in my 3rd trimester. It looks like I only have 2 more weeks till my 3rd trimester. Didn't know that. And I'm interested to see, because you know how sometimes you get, if you were nauseous at the beginning, like sometimes you're nauseous again at the end. I still have to pee every night, like throughout the night, but I feel like it's less often now, maybe. Honestly, this is the prime of the pregnancy. This is when I'm feeling my best. That's why I'm trying to get as much done as I can. kind of why we're done with the nursery so early, because I did not want to be 35 weeks while I'm having to do other work and trying to like assemble a dresser with my giant belly. So yes, done very early with the nursery. That is not a realistic expectation, I would say, but keep in mind this is something that I do for work, because people are like, how are you done with it? I just want to tell you that I don't think that's normal. I'm done early because that's part of my job, so I did it for work. So I feel better that I can now check the nursery off the list and I can keep working. I've got a lot of work to do leading up into February, so that way I can chill out for maybe a week or so, or a couple weeks after she's born. There have been no scares, nothing that I've had to call in for since finding out about the placenta. The doctor basically told me to take it really easy. I haven't been allowed to exercise or run. She said do anything out of your normal, which I don't even know what my normal is. Keeping it lower key. Definitely if I start to feel any kind of pain or tiredness, I chill out. Here she is. It's crazy because I have some days where I forget that I'm pregnant. I don't even feel it. And then I have some days where I can't even sit correctly. I have to be laying down for the majority of the day. Today is definitely one of those I kind of forgot there's a belly there, which is nice. Here's my belly. 26 weeks. It feels weird after like these years of not sharing pregnancy related things to suddenly be showing my belly again in a video. I feel like nobody wants to see that, but anyway, that's her. Just filmed this entire video and then I realized I forgot to talk more about Britton's name, so I'm adding this in now. So for the name Britton, I think it was over a year ago. It was when I was pregnant, before I had a miscarriage, and we were all sitting around with my family outside. The girls were playing in the pool. It was summer. We were thinking of baby names. I think I mentioned that I liked the name Brighton for a girl, and Nick is very picky about names. He didn't like the name Brighton. I don't remember exactly, but I think that is where Nick suggested the name Britton. It's somebody's last name that he had heard. And I was like, oh, I like that. I've never heard anyone with the name Britton before. And my dad, who has worked at preschool for 20, 30 years, I don't know, a very long time now, was like, one time 20 years ago, or right around when the preschool started, there was one little boy named Britton. What we loved was that it was kind of unique and that we didn't know anybody with that name. We hadn't heard it, but it sounded really cute. I feel like it fit well in with our girls' names. So we were actually originally thinking Britton was one of our top boy names, and then kind of kept that around into this pregnancy. That name was always still at the top of our list. Didn't know if we were gonna have a boy or girl. Once we found out it was a girl, we just kind of sat there for a few months and really didn't talk about names. And slowly I started to realize, you know what? I like the name Britton for a girl. I still like that name. So that is where we came up with Britton. We both agreed on the name Britton. We both liked the name Britton. Riley was one of the girl names that we kind of liked and we talked about a lot. This is also a name that Nick mentioned liking back for Emerson, but he didn't mention it until after we'd already named Emerson. And I was like, I like the name Riley. So it's just been sitting on our names we like list for a long time now. I just wasn't a huge fan of it as a first name just because we do know some Rileys, but I thought it would be cool to use it somewhere, and it dawned on me one day, why don't we put the names together, Britton and Riley, and now we have both of those names. Touch loves the name Britton. I love how way that she says it. She says Bwitten, why we? And when she doesn't say that anymore, I'll be pretty sad. Britton, Britton, however you want to go for it, go for it. Leave your questions down below for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a really fun and exciting video. I will see you guys. Keep up on Instagram. I like to post there when I can. We've got a lot of holiday prep stuff coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I will see you soon. Bye.